have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Ellendale, thank you so much for your YouTube membership request. And you're bringing back down the band, the Vision Bleak, for us. And the song today is a very intriguing title for myself. It's called The Wood Hag. And this is the official music video.
Thank you so much, Ellendale, for bringing the Vision Bleak back down the rabbit hole. I've been absolutely loving this journey, and I can't wait to get into The Wood Hag.
Ellendale, thank you so much for giving us another awesome write-up for what we are about to get into, The Wood Hag. Like I told you when I was talking to you, kind of reminds me of The Witcher 3. I don't know if you guys played that game at all, but I'm very excited to see what this is all about. So you have said, Dear Kyle and Alanna, as we all know, the Vision Bleak's new album, Weird Tales, was just released a few days ago, and the celebrations of the fans surely aren't over yet, but we are currently delving into the duo's magnificent discography before reacting to all chapters of Weird Tales without gaps.
Ooh.
Speaking of Ulf Theodor Schwardolf's and Alan B. Constan's past creations, Witching Hour from 2013 is definitely a standout album, and I can wholeheartedly say that this evocation of folk tales and witchcraft is one of my favorite albums of all time and one of the few artist jewels that will fill me with magic as long as I breathe. Hence The Witcher, I thought, I guess. The Wood Hag is not only the single taken from Witching Hour, it's also most likely the most effortful and elaborate music video these sensational artists have ever made.
Cool.
This breathless fairy tale was filmed using stop motion technology.
Oh.
And those who know about the requirement and difficulties that are inherent in this technology also know that it was a gigantic effort and time investment to make this treat for the eyes reality. It's therefore an honor to give a shout out to Furzy Tessier, who directed and animated the entire video, and to the assisting director, Francois-Marc Ballet. I even can't imagine the amount of work that went into this cinematic extravaganza. And people don't only feel reminded of Tim Burton's work when watching this special version of Hansel and Gretel, but even say that it's on the same level with Burton's timeless and history-making creations. We love Tim Burton over here.
Tim Burton.
Goths will for sure always be captivated by a darker version of Hansel and Gretel and by Burton-type aesthetics, but I feel like everyone who grew up with the world-famous story we all know will be entranced by these scenes of danger, love, and liberation. For me personally, this request is definitely my tribute to an album that made my world.
Wow. I'm so excited to get into this because I know how taxing stop motion can be.
No kidding, right?
Such a phenomenal art form. It's one of my favorite art forms for animation, which is also why Tim Burton is actually one of my favorite movie directors.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to get into this. Hansel and Gretel is already a dark tale, but now to see an even darker gothic vibe added to this in a Tim Burton aesthetic, I'm so excited to get into this. Thank you so much, Ellendale. Chronicans, I'm so excited to be back with the Vision Bleak. I know all of you are excited to be here with us as well. I can't wait to get into this official music video, especially now knowing that it has stop motion as the main aspect for the visual art of it, and with the amazing write-up that Ellendale has given us. So this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. You guys know what to do. Head over to the Vision Bleak's channel. Give them some love. Like this video on their channel, because especially with this amount of effort and work put into it, they deserve it. I can't wait to get into this.
And Ellendale, I'm very excited for this, but also knowing we're going back to Weird Tales. So definitely, if you guys haven't seen any of our reactions yet, we have 3 already done. We've done 3 chapters, and we've done Into the Unknown official video too. All were amazing. Can't wait to check this out. Without further ado, here it is, The Wood Hag.
stifling noise. What do you feel?
This is so great, so dark. This just remind me of like Coraline.
Very Coraline-esque,
Right?
Absolutely. I'm loving the 1920s silent film feel to it as
No
well.
kidding. Yeah, blended in with all this.
Amazing.
And it just sounds great. And like, we could watch this from start to finish and just be floored. I just needed a pause to just say, like, you can see the amount of effort. I'm so glad they went all in for this. And it's a terrifying wood hag. I'm already scared, and
Yeah,
it's
it
just
is.
this.
Cook for him so he shall get
Yeah.
fatter.
We all know this story. They're doing it right.
Yes.
What do you feel when the moon stands tall? The wolf acts tall. Who's the young and the lonesome king? The wolf acts fierce. Who is the spring as the winter's cold? The wolf acts all. Who's them all in a snow-green bliss? The wolf acts fierce. Locked in a cage to be a merdis. Capital they wear of the evil wood witch. How could they escape from this dreadful path? Waiting for death to be eaten at last. What do you feel when the moon stands tall? The wolf acts tall. Who's the young and the lonesome king? The wolf acts fierce. Who is the spring and the winter's cold? The wolf acts all. Who's them all in a snow-green bliss? The wolf acts fierce.
So cool.
So great. The
wood
witching.
hag calls.
Oh, his voice just adds so much to the storytelling as well, right?
It really does.
And I love that you said it's like that old film and how they were showing just the little snippets of like what the scene means with the little write up for each part.
Yeah.
And man, that was memorable and like a little terrifying as well. And I'm happy that none of them got eaten. I thought they was going to take a different twist. I didn't realize it'd be a comedy at the end. It was making it feel like a
Yeah.
tragedy was about to come.
Well, I love that with this one they actually followed the story, like the Brothers Grimm story of
Okay,
it,
right.
because in the Brothers Grimm they do push the witch into the fire
Really?
and burn her.
Nice, because that's the
Right?
first time I known the Brothers Grimm. Was
Brothers
it?
Grimm.
Right, yeah.
So like this was it followed through with the actual story of Hansel and Gretel. So I was curious how it was going to be darker because Hansel and Gretel is already about a witch trying to cannibalize children,
Yeah.
right? So
Well, it's like a monster now.
it's a monster
It's
now.
like a
the wood hag.
Sasquatch almost.
Whereas for me growing up, the wood hag was always, or the witch was in like the candy house, and Hansel and Gretel,
Definitely.
you know, left the trail of breadcrumbs that were eaten by the crows. So they couldn't find their way back home, and
Right.
ended up in the witch's house, and then they
You got
started
good memory
eating
for
the
the story,
candy.
Annie. Good
Oh
job.
my goodness! So that's the one that I grew up with. So I really
Right.
like this darker twist with the wood hag, where they were abandoned by their kin,
Mhm.
left to their own devices.
Wow, right.
With this witch that hunted them through the woods until she led them to her cave.
Right.
So like that's a really cool dark twist to it, but it is more realistic to the original framework, especially being done in this 1920s style.
So gorgeous.
What was his name? Fury Tessier
I think so, yeah.
an amazing job with this, like absolutely phenomenal. And then the Vision Bleak's music behind it was easy
Yeah,
to
that keyboard and
follow.
piano
That
was adding so much to
keyboard, it was
this.
so gothic. It really brought me into like a gothic style mansion where they're playing on the organ, like the
Yeah.
vampire playing type idea, like the
It
count.
still feels so massive when they're performing.
Absolutely,
Right.
it does.
Yeah.
It really does. So, and then they're repeating the wood hag, the wood hag, the wood hag calls, that being repeated throughout really brings you into this piece. So I can understand, Ellendale, why this is one of the ones that, like, is really in your soul.
Totally, especially from the visuals too, because like you said, it was pretty dark visuals, and like he's getting ready, he's feeling the fingers, like, okay, I can't wait anymore. And that was the downfall, because you get so greedy, even you have the food there, but it's like, you could have had them 2 days ago, now you're dead, right? So
Absolutely.
even the beast loses at the end. So I'm glad that they didn't die, and I thought actually in the Grimm's Tale maybe something worse happened.
Yeah, no, in the Grimm's Tale they did escape.
Wow.
So it was the Grimm's
Always a
Tale.
comedy at the end
It
then.
was a comedy at the end.
Right.
So that was something that I really liked about the Hansel and Gretel specifically, is because it did end up being like the kids got out, but they had to learn a lesson and they had to get stronger throughout
Very
it
true.
and learn how to like work together in a way to get out of this dangerous situation. So that's something that regardless if it was in a candy house or in a witch's hut, they still had to work together to figure out how to get out of a situation that is preposterously dangerous.
And it makes me think, because this is from the Witching Hour, and I know a lot of their stuff were about these tales, so I can't imagine what other tales they were doing from like the Brothers Grimm's, and if they have any more music videos like this, maybe not in the stop animation motion like they've been doing like this, but if they have anything else like this, it intrigues us even more. You've whet our palates so much with the Vision Bleak and everything that they do, and I must say, now that they've switched to weird tales, like the contrast between how they can talk about their own personal life and like actual real tales that we all love shows them that they're master storytellers.
They are absolute master storytellers, and especially if they're taking a lot of their storytelling style from the amazingness of places like the Brothers Grimm, where a lot of our original fairy tales really came from.
Yeah.
Like that really shows just how unique and how masterful they really are at their trade.
It's a great twist and I love it. So thank you so much, Ellendale, for bringing the Vision Bleak back to us. This was the Wood Hag and it was terrifying, and if I saw this when I was young, I would have been scared forever. So thank you so much for this. It was very memorable, and if you guys had a memorable time, hit that like button on your way out. But we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Ellendale Chronicans. Thank you for being here with us. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care and bye for now.
You are now exiting Enter the Chronic's rabbit hole.
Thanks for your participation.
Make sure to follow, subscribe, and put on notifications. We will see you all next time. Stay tuned, tell your friends about us, and God bless.
Hey guys, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. If you like this channel, remember to subscribe right here. And if you want to subscribe to the artist that you just heard, remember, it is right here. And if you're excited to see another video that we think you might like, click here.
Thank you so much, Chronicans, for making it this far. We love you so much.